I am ultra violent black light. I am God. I was Jesus. So I said to Noah after I flooded, I caused great floods that killed a lot of people. And I said to Noah afterwards, I said to him, never again will I use floods of water to kill lots of people again. And I said that, in the future there would be a sign in heaven, the bow, right? The rainbow. So the rainbow is split light. So what I need to explain some things again for this video, because to make it a little bit easier to understand if you haven't watched my other videos. I encourage you to watch them, but I will repeat myself. So I was Jesus, okay? I said that so I was Jesus, okay? The Son of God, the Son of Man, the light of the world. Okay, so now, the thing is that the sun in the sky is called the sun, and every man is called son by somebody. They're the son of somebody. So, the fact is that man has decided to try to steal my light. You see, he wants to be the star. He wants to be the light of the world. I called man, but he wants to be called human. Hue is to do with light and color. Okay, you know what a rainbow is? Yeah? It has the 7 different colors, I think, yeah? What are the colors of the rainbow? Let me have a look. So, the colors of the rainbow we have. So, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Well, I've already explained I'm the red dragon, okay? I used to smoke Marlboro Reds, okay? I'm God. I was Jesus. I'm the Holy Spirit. I'm Satan. I'm the devil. I'm Lucifer. Yeah. So there is no other gods besides me. Only me. See, those who I love, I am their father. And to those who hate me, I am Satan. Okay? I'm the devil to them. I am their enemy, and they are my enemy. Okay? So, now that I've explained that. So, I explained, I said I am ultra violent black light. So it's interesting because when I was younger, before I knew I was God, I didn't much. I stopped hanging around people very much because life wasn't going particularly well for me. So I stayed at home a lot to play computer games, and I played a lot of. There were 2 games that Street Fighter was my most played game, I would say. When Street Fighter 4 came out, that's when it started. That's when I really, well, actually, I was playing some Street Fighter Alpha games before Street Fighter 4 came out, I think, actually. Yeah. And then I started playing Street Fighter 4. Yeah, I can't really remember now. It's such a long time ago. But anyways, Street Fighter 4 came out. Then, Super Street Fighter 4 came out. And then Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition came out. I actually bought an arcade machine. I got a Naomi arcade cabinet. I bought it on eBay from a guy. I managed to get it into my council flat. It was very, very difficult. It was a very heavy machine. I think it was about 150 kilograms. Managed to get it in. Managed to take it apart, get it through the door, plugged it in, played on it for a while. And I played Ultra Street Fighter 4 on it. Okay, so Ultra Street Fighter 4. Interestingly, my favorite character at that time, I used to play a character called Gen. He's spelled Gen. He was considered the hardest character to play as in Street Fighter 4 because he has two different stances. His combos are really quite hard, but excuse me. But I really enjoyed playing as the character. But it's interesting, isn't it? Because Gen, well, those are the first three letters of the word Genesis. Yeah. And the character, well, you would say again, but anyways, whatever, right? And yeah, strangely enough, his outfit, his outfit is like purple. It looks like violet. It looks like the color of violet, which is really interesting, right? So I was playing Ultra Street Fighter 4, and there I am with my violet-looking character. So, and obviously it's a fighting game, and fighting game is associated with violence, right? But this is the thing, I'm God. Remember what happened in Turkey? It was probably a year or two ago. When they had that earthquake and 50,000 people got squished. They died in the earthquake. But when I say I'm God and I'm ultra violent, I'm talking about stuff like that. Or when that tsunami hit Japan, or that tsunami hit Southeast Asia, hit Thailand. When the planes hit the Twin Towers, yeah. When I say, like when I destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, when I put yeah. So I'm ultra violent in that sense, okay? I'm God. Of course I am. I'm the destroyer. There's no one who's going to achieve as much violence as me, basically. Because I'm God, I have the power to destroy. It's my magic power. I don't have to, go down the gym. I don't have to lift any weights to do it or anything like that. I don't have to, buy any. You know what I mean? I can sit in my seat and I can tell you that is it. I am. I mean, it happens. Okay? I'm God. That's what happens. So, and the thing about, before 9/11, so I was at school in London, and I was going to a school called Homefield, and I was about to go to another school called Charterhouse, a boarding school. It's very similar to Eton. Okay, we used to play them at sports and stuff. It was about the same price to go there. Yeah, I think it was the same price, but anyways, it's expensive. It's a lot more expensive now than it was then. But I went to Charterhouse, okay? I was in a house called Pageites. My housemaster was called Nigel Cooper. I had a Pageites umbrella. I had a tweed jacket and a suit to go to chapel with and all sorts, okay? I used to board. You know what a charter flight is, and you know what it is to board a flight. Well, okay, so before I started at Charterhouse, Aaliyah Dana Houghton, she died in a plane crash in the Bahamas on the 25th of August 2001, which was about 16 or 17 days before the planes crashed into the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center, on the 11th of September 2001. But, and at that time, well, I had been at my boarding school for about a week when that happened. Okay? Now, where was I going with this? Yeah. So, ultraviolet is, it's abbreviated to the letters UV. Now, the thing about that is, well, there's magic in all in all kinds of, there's code hidden in everything, right? It's Babel, it's there's magic there, okay? So a female sheep is called a ewe. Okay? When I was Jesus, I said, yeah, I am. Okay? So Aaliyah Dana Houghton, she was actually she was Mary. She was the Virgin Mary who carried the baby Jesus, me, thousands of years ago. She is evil. If you want to know, the Catholic Church, it indicates who she is. Okay, the Catholic, the reason that, she is worshipped by so many people is because she's evil. Those are the works of her evil spirit. Anyway, she died when she was 22 years old. Okay, and V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. And also in Hebrew, in the Hebrew alphabet, there are only 22 letters. Okay, so the Hebrew alphabet is 22 letters long. Okay, so it's a magic number. Okay, V, it can mean 2, it can mean 4, it can mean 5. Because 4, 2, because 2 fingers, and 4 because numerology, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 5 because of Roman numerals. Okay, and they're all important numbers. Okay, so UV. So that's the thing. Aaliyah Dana Houghton. Well, Aaliyah, the name Aaliyah, the word Aaliyah means the most exalted one, and she is Mary is evil. She's worshipped by more people worship Mary than they worship God, it would seem. Because the thing is, the Catholic Church, well, they worship Mary, yeah, and then you have everyone who worships Mother Earth, okay, and that's basically what she is, okay. So you've got lots of people who worship her through all kinds of religions as well, and that's why, and she's used all these people's witchcraft to try to keep herself in heaven. Yeah, she wants to steal my throne and my power. And of course, she was a black woman. She was described as a black woman. So UV, black light. Okay, but the fact is that I'm God, and I am the ultraviolet black light. I'm the light. I'm. See, the thing is that Mary, okay, she is matter, okay. In Latin, mater means mother, but also that physical matter is, like if I picked up a handful of soil, that's physical matter. If you pick a dog shit off the ground, that's physical matter, okay. That's. So that's the thing, right? So I am Father, I'm God, my spirit is in this body, this physical body of a man, okay, it's made of the elements of the earth, okay? Now that's a really interesting thing, isn't it? Because elements, well, El means God in Hebrew, okay? That is, it's the singular way of saying God. The plural way of saying it is Elohim. Okay, so element, well, this is the thing, Aliyah, okay? Li is, she has lots of, she has different code names. So Li, Li, or Ly, she, and then there's Re, because her name was Ma, as in mother, Re, okay? And then, there's the singer, Rihanna, and the Mariana Trench, the really deep part in the ocean, blah, 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 blah. So, she is the world, okay? And when I take a crap, well, guess what comes out of it? Soil, physical matter. That's Mother Earth that comes out of my butt, okay? I'm God. I sit on top of the universe, okay? So the universe is connected to my butt. My butt is the light, okay? I was Jesus. I was crucified. I was killed, right? I have a dead rainbow gay butt, okay? He says in the book of Revelation, the rainbow encircles the throne. There's a rainbow that encircles the throne, okay? That circle is my butthole, okay? So this is the thing, right? So and this is the thing, right? I am God, okay? Now it speaks about me residing in unapproachable white light, okay? Now, as you can see, I am white. I am Caucasian. I am a white-skinned male, okay? I have, I have light-colored skin, if you know what I'm saying. I have light skin, white skin. Okay, white is associated with light, but the only place where you actually see black light, okay, is ultraviolet light. Okay, now I once said, what does light, what place does light have with darkness? It was a question, and I can go through some of those answers. I'm God. I am the light, and I am the darkness. Okay. If you are a child of mine, if you love me and I love you, then I am the light to you. Okay. I am. I'm God to you, right? So I'm your father. But to my enemies, I am the darkness. I am Satan. I am the devil, Lucifer, the red dragon. Okay? There is no other God besides me. I am God. And I'm Satan as well. So, that's the thing. Wait, hang on. Give me a second here. So black light, this is the thing. Black is the absence of light. Okay, the color black is described as being the absence of light. Now, you probably know that black and brown people, a lot of them call themselves rainbow people. Well, it's basically witchcraft, okay? People who describe themselves as, well, that's the thing it is. People who go around saying that they're a rainbow, And that's the thing. I called man man. Now he wants to be called hue man. Yeah, hue. A rainbow is a hue. Okay, it's like a hue. So that's the thing. I told man, humble yourself. Okay, put me first. Stop trying to put yourself first. You have to deny yourself first. And the fact is, most people didn't do that. Okay. Oh. So, black light. Well, this is the thing. Remember what I said about my butt is the sun. My butt is the universe. My butt is the sun. It's the light. Okay. Jesus is my butt. That's the thing. Because I was Jesus in the past. Well, that's the thing. My butt is behind me. Yeah. So magically, it's when I was Jesus, it's connected with my gay butt. Okay. And also black light, okay? Because the word back is in the word black, okay? So back light, okay? So ultraviolet or ultraviolet black light or ultraviolet backlight, okay? UV backlight, black light, okay? There's different messages in there. So this is the thing, that's why there's so much violence in the world. There are so many people out there who want to be violent. Okay, I told people not to do that. You see, people want to go around judging people, accusing people, fighting people. Well, that's them. That's my role. I'm God. I'm the one who's supposed to accuse people. I'm the one who's supposed to judge people. I'm the one who's meant to destroy people. Okay? I didn't tell anybody else to go around doing that. Okay? When I was Jesus, I told people to love one another. Love your enemies. Forgive. Okay? Obviously intention is very important. Okay? Sometimes in some situations, well, yeah, you might, it might be a good idea to do something. For instance, if there's a group of vulnerable people you need to protect from evil doers. Okay? In that kind of situation, well, perhaps you have pure intent, you have good intentions. Yeah? And so, if you have to resort to violence, well, it's understandable. Your intention is from a good place. It comes from a place of love. Okay? But the fact is, most violence comes from a place of hatred. Okay? And people who want to be me, God. Yeah? They have an ego problem. Okay? Something I warned people about. I said, watch your egos, watch your pride. Because your pride, don't be prideful. Okay? And I also said about the end times, which is now, I said that people would have serious ego problems, right? They would have serious problems with their pride. Okay? Not in those exact words, but, you get the point. Okay. So, what more can I say about this? Well, I did actually say, didn't I? I said to you, I would come to you like a thief in the night. And that's the thing, right? Because, well, I said I am the light of the world. But then, now it's, well, I am ultraviolet black light. And the thing about UV black light is excuse me, that's a frog there, I think. Yuck. There was well, this is the thing, ultraviolet light is the part of the light spectrum which can kill people. Yeah, because that's the thing, right? Because UV light kills people because it can give them skin cancer. And but you know, it can also, you know, it also helps with vitamin D. It also helps with you know, well, you know, it can cause sunburn, it can suntan, you know, it can give you a suntan, right? So, you know, for white people, their skin turns darker, that sort of thing, right? As an example. So, yeah. 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 So when you see all these people, you know, who are, you know, obsessed with, you know, Ultimate Fighting Championship, you know, you see UFC fighters knocking the, you know, beating each other up and all this sort of stuff. Well, you know, this is, you know, these are people, you know, these are people who are, you know, they want my energy, okay? They're using violence to try to access my light, okay, my power. You know, they are only interested in, they don't love me. Yeah, they are interested in being in the spotlight, okay? They want power. They want my power. If you're struggling to understand, well, you know, I've got lots and lots of videos explaining these things, okay? And I'm not talking about Lot from Sodom, okay? Yeah, I don't want to have to explain that every time I have to say Lot. You see, the thing about the world is that the world sees darkness as light. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, there are lots of interesting examples of that. But that's the thing, you know, the world likes darkness. It's attracted to darkness as if it were, you know, it's their light, you know. They are attracted to the darkness as, you know, my children are attracted to my light. You know, that's the thing. So, you know, evil people are attracted towards evil things, you know, that cause sin and death. And, I mean, well, I suppose the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, well, yeah, I suppose that would count, yeah. You know, evil people, they're interested in degenerate things, you know, things that don't, you know, they don't help, it doesn't help anybody. They are, you know, people, you're either moving forward or you're moving backwards, yeah? You know, some people, you know, they can be blessed with all sorts of things, right? I mean, think about it, right? You know, you think about countries that were, you know, they didn't have technology, they didn't have law, they didn't have any sort of, you know, civil, you know, their civilization was, you know, it was very uncivilized, and, you know, they didn't have a government or anything like that. So, you know, people spread things to them and gave them things that they didn't have before, and and sometimes that helps them, and sometimes a lot of the time, you know, they get those things. They get, you know, infrastructure, they get government, they get They get the thing. They get basic necessity. They've received these blessings, but then, the fact is that some people, they just keep going backwards. They destroy everything good that was ever handed to them, and then they just go back to square one again. Okay. It's destructive, it's degenerative, isn't it? So, these people aren't really interested in what's good. They're interested in what's bad. Okay? That's darkness. That's one way of explaining it. You see, I'm God, right? I'm light and I'm darkness. So, I'm light, and I'm darkness. Okay. I can do both. Okay. I mean, the thing about me is, I'm God, right? Humans, they want to be like me. They want to be me. They want to be able to do that. They want to be able to have my power and authority. And, I told people how to behave. Yeah. I told them, I'm Father, right? If you want to, that's the thing. You only get to me through Jesus Christ. Okay? That's the only way to get to me, through Jesus Christ, who I was. Okay? I was the unblemished lamb who was crucified. I was murdered, showing only love and forgiveness to people. And yeah, so I'm God. I'm the creator. I make the rules, I make the laws, and I am God. Okay? People I made, I created people, and they need to realize, I created man. He needs to know that I am number one. He has to know that he cannot try to dethrone me, steal my power, try to be God. He has to understand that. If he doesn't understand that, well, that's the problem. He's my enemy. He's a demon, as far as I'm concerned. I've explained that. I expected man to humble himself, first deny himself, and put me first. Yeah, put me first. I'm God. I am supposed to come first. Okay, I am first. The fact that man. I was waiting for man to realize that's the situation. I gave man thousands of years to understand who is in first place. It's me, God. But obviously most of the world population doesn't understand that God is number one. Yeah, I'm first. So that's a problem for them. Yeah, I'm going to be, well, they're going to get punished for that, aren't they? So it kind of fits in with the, I am ultraviolet black light. Yeah, do you understand? Because obviously, to my enemies, I'm Satan. And so how do you think I'm going to deal with it? What do you think is going to happen to them? How many of them do you think will, cease to exist? I couldn't tell you exactly how it's going to happen, or exactly when it's going to happen, on which day and what hour, but it will happen. It is going to happen. It is happening, actually. Well, it's already happening. That's the thing. It's happening bit by bit. Every day that goes by, it's a process that goes step by step by step. Okay. So look at how things have been over the last few years. For instance, war. There's been plenty of war. Plenty of people who have died in natural disasters. There's been floodings. There's been storms, hurricanes. There's been, and that's the thing. The world economy. There's going to be problems with that. All kinds of problems. Okay, poverty, famine, disease, war. Yeah. It will get worse. See, I'm God and I have certain expectations. I want my justice and I will have it. There is no stopping me. So, yeah, that's how it is. So, I am ultraviolet black light, or ultraviolet black light. I mean, that's the thing about ultraviolet black light. It kills people, right? So, and it's the same with violence, right? Violence kills people as well. So, I think I've thoroughly explained that. So, yeah. And that's the other thing, because, I told you about Aaliyah Dana Houghton. She was Mary, right? Her ghost is on front of me. And Moses' ghost is behind me. They're attacking me. They're trying to attack me with sex magic. Okay? Moses, they're both bad. But that's the thing, right? Because that's the thing, because when Aaliyah died, she was 22. Okay? And the word violet, the word violent is actually, that's the thing, right? Because V is 22, and so she's magically connected with that number because she died when she was 22, okay? That's, in magic, in code word, it means the butthole, basically, right? It's where, that's the thing, there's only one part of the body where, it looks like a star, okay? The butthole looks like a star. When I was Jesus, I said, I am the light of the world, and I said the eye is the lamp of the body, okay? I also told the parable about the 10 virgins. I said they were to trim their lamps and have oil in their lamps, okay? In magic, the butthole is an eye, you even say it as an I, an us, an I, an al, anal, anus, an I. It's hard to, you either understand or you don't. Okay? So VIO, Lent. Well, do you know what Lent is? Go on, I'll read it to you. Go on. Lent. What is Lent? Lent is a period of prayer, fasting, repentance, and almsgiving in the liturgical year, commemorating Jesus' 40 days of temptation in the desert. Okay, Lent is the solemn Christian religious observance in the liturgical year commemorating the 40 days Jesus spent fasting in the desert and enduring temptation by Satan, according to the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, before beginning his public ministry. So, yeah. So Lent. So that's the thing. Mary, she's used all kinds of witchcraft to try to steal my light and to attack me with all kinds of magic. And that includes the entire world, by the way. My children don't do witchcraft against me. Okay? They don't try to harm me with witchcraft. My enemies do that. Okay? Hopefully I've explained that well enough. I mean, that's the other thing, when 9/11 happened, when the two planes hit the World Trade Center, there was talk about Skull and Bones, okay? People were talking about the Skull and Bones Secret Society and how they were probably involved with it. Okay, well, the number that's associated with Skull and Bones is 322. Okay, 3 is shaped like a butt, a sideways butt, and 22. Well, there's that number again. Yeah, and the thing is, well, the spirit of Mary, well, her rear end's about here, and her head's a little bit lower. Okay, so you get the point. Yeah, Skull and Bones. Yeah. Well, I did say I'm good and I'm Satan. So, yeah. Okay. I mean, the thing is, you know what 69 is, right? Well, in the zodiac, in the zodiac, the symbol for Cancer is it looks like a sideways 69. It's like 69 but turned on its side. And Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer, is associated with the moon. Now, the thing about the moon is it's associated with the butt. There's Moses behind me. His short name is Mo. So Mo on. Yeah, and obviously I'm sitting on him with my butt. And, the moon reflects the light of the sun. I was Jesus. I am God. I am the light. And I'm the darkness. I'm both. Okay? It's a hard thing to explain. Yikes. Anyways, I got my fruit juice here. My fruit juice. Innocent. Yeah, like you see the little angel face. Innocent. Bolt from the blue. Yeah. It's got guava, lime, apple, cocoa nut water, blue spirulina, and vitamins. Yeah. So I'm gonna have me a little drink. My throat's getting a bit dry from all the smoking. And that's the interesting thing about ultraviolet black light. Because, what I said? I said to people, when I was Jesus, I said, you have to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And, I said, be wise as serpents. Well, the interesting thing about black light, UV black light, is it allows you to see things that you couldn't see with regular light. For instance, you could see things. Yeah, I think you can use it to see germs and bacteria. You can see, you can see certain chemicals. Certain chemicals react differently to UV light. for instance, because you've seen that film, Gone in that film, Gone in 60 Seconds. They write the names of all the cars on the wall. I have the name of the car, and then they'll have a female name associated with the car. Yeah, and they have a big list of it, and they hide it on the walls by using black light ink. Ink that only shows up under black light. Okay, so yeah, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? Yeah. 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 And I suppose, there are certain, certain things that glow in the dark as well. I think, a lot of them probably, they hold on. I think, maybe it has something to do with UV light as well. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised anyway. Yeah. Ooh. So, have I thoroughly explained myself? Obviously I've made a lot of videos today, and I made a lot of videos yesterday, and the day before probably as well. So, if I haven't, obviously I don't want to keep saying the same thing every video 5 times a day, so. But yeah, that's the thing, right? Because, that's the thing, God, a lot of people think, well, God is, only does nice things, God only bless, but that's the thing, well, people really don't understand. Some people, they want to think that God only does, a lot of people think if they see something bad happen, it must have something to do with Satan, but that's the thing, I have to destroy people as well, right? People are always going to get caught in the crossfire when there's a magic battle, because the world wants to fight me with magic, so, that's the thing. Terrible things happen, so, the fact, this is why it's so important that people acknowledge who I am. When people can acknowledge who I am, well, the better things will be, okay? Well, certainly for, well, obviously people who deserve to be punished will be punished. But, the world is not going to get away with it just by ignoring me. The world can't just try to evade me and hope nothing bad is going to happen. War, famine, disease, all kinds of destruction will happen, whether people acknowledge me or not. It doesn't, but obviously making me happy is probably a good idea, okay? Because I'm God, and there's no one else out there who has the power that I do. Okay, so if I'm unhappy, guess what? Terrible things are definitely going to happen until I get what I want. Justice. Okay. Anyways, I think I've explained that enough. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there.